this time, our head boy, Kato Austin, will welcome you.
On behalf of the principal, staff, and pupils of Deacons Primary School, I am delighted to welcome you to our virtual graduation ceremony under the theme, Creating My Masterpiece. In January 2020, if anyone had asked the question, what do you think this year's graduation would be like? None of us would have predicted a situation like this. We never thought that we could be greeting each other through the lens of a camera and having a virtual graduation. The COVID-19 coronavirus has taught us to be more innovative and resilient. It has forced us to recognize the importance of and to embrace technology more than ever. It has also caused us to experience a number of firsts. Today, we are honored to have you join our school's first ever virtual celebration. Despite us not being able to walk the aisles as planned to see your smiling faces and to hear responding applause, we invite you to sit back and enjoy the program prepared especially for you by us. Welcome.
Let us pray. Father, we thank you, dear Lord, for the opportunity to come and be with these young people as they celebrate the achievements that they have gained in doing the common entrance exam. We thank you for all the hard work that they have put in. And now we ask, dear Lord, that they'll be able to enjoy the rewards, the fruit of their hard work. Lord, I pray that you will bless them, Lord. Help them to see that this is just another step in their development. As they move on, Lord, may they understand that they need the same hard work, the same focus to be able to accomplish at the next level. Bless them, dear Lord. We commit the ceremony to you, and we ask that everything, Lord, will go smoothly. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
The Bible reading is taken from Ephesians chapter 2, verse 10. For we are his creation, created in Jesus Christ for good works, which God prepared ahead of time so that we should walk in them. Here ends the reading.
We will now be favored with an item of music from our past student, Tavon Boyce. He'll be singing, You Raised Me Up.
When I am on the mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. Oh, I am strong and I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can
We will now have the principal's report by our esteemed principal, Ms. Sophia Ackerley.
Greetings, everyone. Our annual graduation ceremony, virtual graduation 2020. Under the theme, Creating My Masterpiece. The past year has been filled with many ups and downs, challenges, changes, but we learned to adapt and adjust in order to forge our way forward. This applies to our lives as well. Whatever challenges come our way, we use them as stepping stones. If you falter or fall, you get up, brush yourself off, and try even harder. The last academic year has seen us as a family at Deacons School standing tall amongst all the challenges. During the first term, our focus was on reading activities as we held our literacy week. This week was a huge success, and pupils and parents alike thoroughly enjoyed themselves by participating in the various activities. Term 2 continued with our sports activities. This term proved to be very challenging as the Deacons family was thrown into mourning. We lost our colleague, Dawn Marie Allen World, and 2 of our staff members lost their parents. We are resilient. We fought through the tears and the pain. School life as we knew it changed with an abrupt end to our second term. The entire world was faced with a pandemic. Your living room became your classroom, and face-to-face teaching was done through the use of Zoom, Google Meet, Google Classroom, and WhatsApp. Your teachers never stopped trying to find innovative ways to ensure you made the best of your education. They adapted to the online teaching, and to them I must say thank you. You too, as pupils, must adapt to change when it comes. Change can be difficult, but it's the only way we can move forward. Find something positive that you love doing and do it well. Give it your all. Remember, anything that is worth doing is worth doing well. You have the power within you to overcome any obstacle, but you must never give up. Teachers, your hard work and dedication has not gone unnoticed. Your planning, marking, encouraging, pushing, explaining, and repeating has led us to this day. You have impacted the lives of our graduates more than you know. They will never forget all that you have done, taught them, or more importantly, how you made them feel. Their lives and their future will be forever impacted by you. I express my gratitude to all of you as you persevered against all odds. To the ancillary staff, your work has not gone unnoticed either. In whatever way, you surely made a difference in these graduates' lives. Whether it was an encouraging word or a simple reminder, thank you for all you have done. It was truly appreciated. To you parents and guardians, as your child or ward moves on to the next phase of their educational journey, I implore you to be vigilant and be present. Ensure he or she has the right environment so they can focus on their education. Support them. They will need it as they enter secondary school. Get involved in your child or ward's education, their activities. Listen to them. Give them some responsibility. Create enlightening experiences with your child or ward. Make beautiful memories. This is the only chance they get at this life. Make the most of each day. You can do it with God's help and guidance. To you graduates, there is only one life you have to live, and you are the artist. Make your life a masterpiece. You are the architect of your future. Make positive choices, choices that will benefit you, your parents or guardians, your country. In order to create a masterpiece, you have to have a dream, and you have to make changes. 8 years of primary education have gone by, and it's time to fly from your nest onto your next step, secondary education. You will meet new friends, new teachers who will impact your life. Just as education is important, you have to work hard at it. You also have to develop a good character and reputation. You must choose your friends wisely. Dare to be different. Think positively. Be kind, helpful. Be considerate of others. Words have power. Build each other up. When in doubt, do the right thing. That thing which will make you feel proud of yourself, make your teachers proud, and parents proud of you. You will make mistakes. No one is perfect. Develop your character by apologizing when you're around. Use these mistakes to help you grow. Today is a new day. As you embark on your new journey into secondary school, remember all that your teachers have taught you, all the values and morals they have instilled in you. Values such as trust, faith in God, respect, honesty, perseverance, love for self and each other, gratitude, obedience, among others. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are special. You are a divine masterpiece. You shape your future. You have the tools and the skills. Go out and create your masterpiece. Ephesians 2:10 tells us, "For we are God's masterpiece. He has created us anew in Christ Jesus, so we can do the good things He has planned for us long ago." Congratulations, graduates. The hard work has paid off. I wish you continued success. May God continue to bless and guide you. And I'm going to leave you with this poem. It's called The Masterpiece by Billy DeWitt. My life's an empty canvas, Lord. I place it in your hands. All of my paint and brushes are under your command. Let it tell a story, Lord, every brushstroke, every line, of everything I've gained in you and all I've left behind. The times I stood up straight and tall, singing I shall not be moved. Those times I've turned back from the fight and came running straight to you. You formed me in my mother's womb. You knew me even then. Who could better paint my life from where it first began? So when my life is over and the picture is complete, it will be more than just a painting. It will be a masterpiece. Congrats once again, and may God bless you. Thank you.
We will now have a poem entitled Master of My Masterpiece, written by Theodora Ali.
Master of my masterpiece.
There is a task that lies ahead for every boy and girl to take their talents and their skills and add joy to this world.
First, I must have the right mindset to work with all my will, and I must focus on my goal to climb up success hill.
I'll have to watch my company, let no one keep me back. Focus and work to live my dream and do all to stay on track.
Success will then be mine, I'm sure, and the whole world will see, as patient effort without cease creates the masterpiece of me.
We now welcome our featured speaker, Senator Reverend John Rogers, to address the graduates.
Principal of Deacons Primary, representative from the Ministry of Education, distinguished guests, staff, teaching and ancillary, parents, guardians, graduates, good morning. It is indeed a pleasure to be sharing in this virtual graduation with you. We have been talking so much recently of a new normal, and this certainly is one. But we give thanks to God that we are at this stage in our development as human beings in this world, that in spite of all that is taking place around us, we have equipped ourselves and developed ourselves in such a way that we're able to still host this graduation this morning. I wish to commend the organizing committee for choosing so apt a theme for this year's graduation: create your masterpiece. It is apt because the COVID-19 pandemic has taught us to look inwardly a bit, to look at our true selves and our value in this world. And no doubt, we have all had to adjust in some way or the other to something new in our lives. And that is all a part of creating our masterpiece, because I want to use the image of a puzzle today. And each one of us is a part of a puzzle, especially you little ones. Every day you are being shaped. We're shaped by our experiences. We're shaped by the circumstances in which we live. And no doubt you have been shaped in a profound way by having to adjust to a new style of learning, a new style of interaction during this COVID-19 period. And so you too have been creating your masterpiece, and our world around us helps us to shape this masterpiece in a way that we will be productive in this world. As you shape your masterpiece, I encourage you to remember that you are not alone, that you are children of God, and He has been active and has been there with you all along through everything you've experienced during the course of the past few months. In fact, I like to think that God has been so active in our lives as a people that this pandemic could not have come at a better time. It's a strange thing to say, a pandemic coming at a better time. But just imagine. Imagine COVID-19 had come 30 years ago, when there was no internet, there were no iPads, no computer, no Zoom, no Google Classroom, no technology of that nature available to us. Can you imagine how difficult it would have been for students to learn and for teachers to teach in that time? But just think of how blessed we are. In spite of all the negative things about COVID-19, God was equipping us all along in preparation for eventualities such as this. And so when COVID-19 came, it came and found a generation of our class 4 children who are so familiar with the technology that they fitted into it like a glove on a hand. I wish to specially congratulate you for the way you just immersed yourself into a new way of learning, and for the teachers who would have immersed themselves into a new way of teaching. And today is a celebration of the success of all that we've had to adjust to. So God placed you here at this time and gave you the skills that you have, skills that some of us are still trying to come to grips with. You young ones in class 4 have mastered. And God has put you here because you are now going to be the generation that will transform this country, this region, and this world, using the technological skills that you have, using the new way of learning and the new way of teaching that you've experienced over the past few months, and you will experience going forward. I know that the transition from class 4 to first form is always a challenging one. And this year it will be even more challenging. But I have no doubt that you are able to rise and conquer those challenges. As you do so, I want you to remember that each day you live, you are creating your masterpiece. And your presence here today, reaching this stage in your life, in spite of all you've had to face in the last few months, is a sign of your resilience and your ability to shape yourselves into the best persons you can possibly be. But remember, you do not live alone in this world, and you do not exist alone. As one great writer, John Donne, once said, "No man is an island entire and of itself. You're all a part of a whole." So let us get back to that image of the puzzle. Each one of you must work to shape yourselves into the best possible versions of you that you can be, so that the puzzle, which is the bigger picture, our society and our world, of which only God knows what it looks like, that you can take your rightful place there, along with all the other pieces, along with all the other individuals. In doing this, it means that you must respect the rights and freedoms of others. You must give others a chance to shape themselves and to create the best possible versions of themselves that they can be, while you are trying to do the same. In doing that, it calls for respect. It calls for empathy, realizing that we may be all on the same journey, but we're not all in the same place. That some persons, because of the circumstances of their lives, would not be as advanced as you are. But that does not mean that they cannot get to where you are. In order for them to do that, they will need to have the space and the freedom and the encouragement as they shape the best possible version of themselves that they can be. I encourage you. COVID-19 has taught us another thing. How frail our existence is. That today we can be going along so well and everything can seem to be going so well. And then within a twinkling of an eye, the circumstances change and the world changes. In that, I encourage you to live your lives. Experience the beauty of creation that is around you. Take your time to develop. Take your time to learn about God's world. Take your time to acknowledge your place in His world. And as you go forward, I pray that with God's continual guidance, just as He equipped you so that you were able to sit your exam and to be as successful as you have been, as you go forward in the future, that you continue to shape the masterpiece of yourself so that you can take your place in this world and be a part of the great tapestry that God is shaping even as we speak now. As you do so, it would be remiss of me if I did not mention the challenges of the world on the outside. As you shape yourselves, remember that there will always be persons out there who will not respect your rights, who will not respect your freedom. But that does not mean that you hate them. Just acknowledge and pray to God that all humanity may come to an understanding of the equality we share. Also, remember the journey that you're on is a journey that was started by ancestors centuries before. And you are just a small piece of that puzzle, of that great masterpiece that is developing. I've said that to say that remember, there will be a generation to come after you, and you must make sure that the road for them is as smooth as possible, as the generations that went before you developed this country, developed our education system to the point that when COVID-19 came, you were able to take up your tablet and just move forward as though nothing has happened. So as you shape this tapestry and as you shape this masterpiece, remember that you're not doing it for yourselves, but you're doing it for generations to come, just as generations before you did it for you. It is my custom to leave every graduating class that I speak to in this country with some words from the poem by James Weldon Johnson, "Lift Every Voice and Sing," which has become the anthem of the Negro race. And I'll just leave you with the final stanza, which reminds us to put our trust in God because He has been here with us all along. James Weldon Johnson said, "God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, God who has led us thus far on the way, Thou who hast by Thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path we pray."
I'm only one.
Chairperson, Honorable Nero, Constituency Representative, St. Michael Northwest, Mr. Lomer Rock, Education Officer, Ministry of Education, Technological and Vocational Training, Principal of Deacons Primary School, Senator Reverend John Rogers, Guest Speaker, teachers, specially invited guests, parents, friends, fellow graduates. My name is Makaya Hunt, valedictorian of the graduating class for the academic year 2019 to 2020. It was about 7 or 8 years that we would have entered Deacons Primary School as eager, inquisitive minds ready to be exposed to a world of learning. Our quest towards academic success was shaped in our early years by teachers in the infants department. Our teachers, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Maskell, Mrs. Small, Mr. Clark, and Mr. Carter, would have enriched our lives with fascinating lessons and exciting activities. From early, we were challenged and learning was made fun. We readied ourselves for more challenging and demanding workloads in the lower and upper junior classes. We would have been challenged by our class teachers, Mrs. Walton, Mrs. Harper, Mrs. Green, Miss Butter, and Miss Griffith to set goals and to work towards them. Our teachers worked with us relentlessly, encouraging us to believe in ourselves and to never give up. We were exposed to a variety of learning strategies and problem-solving skills. I distinctly remember my teacher's favorite quote during mathematics: "There is more than one way to skin a cat," and believe me, there were many cats. In addition to the 3 R's, my schoolmates and I were exposed to areas in the performing arts, sports, and in learning life skills. We were either members of Reading Spring, Brownies, or Cub Scouts. We enthusiastically participated in activities such as Literacy Week and our Inter-House Independence and African Awareness quizzes. We represented our school at NIFCA in cross country, cricket, football, acro tennis, netball, and volleyball tournaments, the mental math competition, and the ICBL spelling bee, where myself and classmate Jasmine were finalists. We also acted as ambassadors for our school during special invitational performances at the Barbados Port Authority and the University of the West Indies. During our life here at school, we were thrust into roles of leadership. We confidently performed our duties, testing the bonds of friendship and our ability to lead. I had the duty of head girl. It was very demanding at times. I had to learn to think on my feet, make decisions based on principles and not on friendships. I can state that it has prepared me for the test ahead. Schoolmates, remember, we are leaders in our own right. Listen to your conscience, especially in times of trouble. Do what is right at all times. Like many others, we were praying for the common entrance to come and be finally over. We had made many sacrifices: no vacation, the dreaded extra homework, the use of technology for fun was now replaced by work, and more work. We prepared in earnest, and we can now say that our hard work paid off. Let me repeat, our hard work paid off. We received our results and will be starting the next stage of our lives, secondary school. We will form new friendships, but I implore you to choose them wisely. Maintain your own friendships. Reach out once in a while. Set goals and aim high. No masterpiece was ever created by a lazy artist. Graduates, take the skills learned here at Deacons and apply them in your new settings. Be on your best behavior at all times. Remember, you will be an ambassador for this school. Be innovative. If we go the very easy way, we will never know our ability. Creativity takes courage. Do not be afraid to step out and change the world. You are your only limit. You alone are the creator of your masterpiece. I wish to express a special thank you to all teachers, our principal, Mrs. Atterley, our auxiliary staff, Mrs. Evening, Miss Wilson, Miss Hurdle, Miss Seeley, and Miss Messiah, and of course, Mr. Matt, our own guardian. Thank you for looking out for us over the years. We will miss each and every one of you. To our parents, and especially my mom, I wish to say a big thank you for being there for us. Parents, we still have a long road ahead of us. Keep motivating us. Keep us on the straight and narrow. Keep us in check when you need help. Be our friend. Be our teacher. Be our confidant. But most of all, our cheerleaders, as we continue creating our masterpiece. Thank you.
We will now be favored with an item of music.
Aisha Mandisa, formerly known as Mandisa, was the 2012 Junior Calypso Monarch of Barbados. Since then, this multi-talented soulful voice has gone on to chart her path in the creative industry as a vocalist, band manager, educator, and creative entrepreneur. She currently has an associate degree in music and just this summer completed her bachelor's in arts and entertainment management. Determined, focused, passionate, thoughtful, and a good kind of crazy are a few ways to describe her. She believes her essence lies in her imagination, which is limitless and always strives to execute at her best.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew, and through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing. And now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing. shy away. Oh no, not me. I didn't hide. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows you took the blows and did it your way. Congratulations to all of you. Make sure you continue to create your own masterpiece. Do it your way. Happy graduation.
Miss Shirley Marshall. Please sing along with us if you know it.
Deacons, we next to you, our hearts so clear and true. Your walls embrace us, happy are we with you. Your love foundation of our education, solid and firm and strong. To you we all belong. Deacons, we love you so, oh, with burning glow. Deacons, oh, deacons, oh, we love you. So we will never trade what you of us have been. Hard work and loyalty, truth and humility, kindness to one and all, though living great and small. All these things you have taught, completing all its thoughts. Deacons, we love you so, oh, with mighty glow. Deacons, oh, deacons, oh, we love you. May God bless you each day as you both work and play. Let mine be molded, mine as the potter's clay. Teachers, learn, learn and see from the great teacher, making each penmanship purer and richer. Deacons, we love you so, oh, with mighty glow. Deacons, oh, deacons, oh, we love you. Deacons, we love you so, oh, with mighty glow. Deacons, oh, deacons, oh, we love you.
We will now have our vote of thanks.
Madam Chairperson, Senator Reverend John Rogers, our featured speaker, Madam Principal, teachers, specially invited guests, parents, friends, and graduates. We have come to the end of our program. We hope that it would have provided you with some lasting memories for you, our guests, and our graduates. Bringing this program to you was not an easy task. Without the assistance of dedicated persons, which make up the Deacons Primary School, past and present, and also from the wider community. As the African proverb states, it takes a village to raise a child. We would also like to thank Pastor Derek Collimore of Grace Bible Church. We thank you for invoking God's presence here with us today. We also appreciate your kind words of advice given to our students and allaying all fears about the examination. We appreciate your continued commitment to our school over the past academic year and in the years to come. Senator Reverend John Rogers, our featured speaker, sir, we thank you for your enthralling and thought-provoking words to our graduates. We hope that they keep your words of advice close to their hearts. May God continue to bless you. In these difficult times, we are all challenged by the COVID-19 pandemic, but we are Deacons strong. We sent out a call and it was answered. We were overwhelmed by the support that was rendered. First, we wish to thank you, the parents, who even during these challenging times assisted the school in its fundraising venture for graduation. We also wish to thank you for readily making those students who were featured here today easily accessible for recordings. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link, but we have strong links here at Deacons Primary. Our principal, Miss Atterley, and the other staff members, Miss King, Mrs. Maskell, Mrs. Walton, Mrs. Roach, Mrs. Shepherd, Mr. Cadogan, Mr. Matt, and those who wish to remain anonymous readily contributed in kind or in time. Your assistance was greatly appreciated. Mr. Maloney and Mr. Branch, who acted as our videographers, we could not have done it without you. Not forgetting our own ITC, Mr. Mears, who did an excellent job as editor and producer of this piece. Your work is a piece de resistance magnifique. To our guest artists, Mr. Tuvon Boyce and Miss Aisha Butcher, we were blown away by your powerful rendition in song. We appreciate that you readily committed to our cause without hesitation. Your commitment to our school never ceases to amaze us. A heartfelt thank you. Our poet, Miss Theodora Aline, your creativity and prowess with words is phenomenal. Thank you for your original contribution and your determination to ensure that it was received. Many blessings upon you. Miss Deron Sutherland, Proprietress, Mr. Charleston Boyce, Club Scout Leader, Miss Gibbs, Brownie Leader, Mr. Java Seeley, Miss Shadon Cumberbatch, and Mr. Neil Reed, past students of Deacons Primary School. We are surely blessed to know that our school has made a significant impact on your lives that keep our institution in your thoughts and also to keep giving back. Last but by no means least, I wish to express a resounding thank you to our parents who volunteered their time to decorate, practice, and filled assigned roles when called upon without hesitation. Miss Yvette Boyce, Miss Jackie Yearwood, and Miss Sharon Grant, thank you for your unfailing assistance during this period. Thank you for spending this time with us, and please stay safe.
It takes a village to raise a child. Therefore, my business is more than selling snacks. It's about caring and catering for each child and treating each as God's special, unique creation. Remember to put God first. You have the power inside of you to reach your goal. Do your best. I love you and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Glory be to God on this special day, your graduation day. To the Deacons Primary School graduating class of 2020, I congratulate you for a job well done. For through adversity, you have successfully completed your primary school education and must be applauded on your well-deserved success. Sorry to say, the time has also come to say goodbye to your friends, teachers, and the supporting staff at this school, and to the many memories that were made during your 5 to 8 years at this institution. However, you are now looking forward to all the bright possibilities that lie ahead of you as you move into a new chapter of your life, secondary school life. I want to take this opportunity to wish you all the best in your future endeavors. To the students of Class 4 Griffith, Teja, Malik, Kimani, Andrew, Kashawn, Jamali, Terrell, Kenny, and Shakur, and to the rest of the graduating class of 2020, look back with a smile, go forward with courage, and much success to all of you.
My dear graduating class of 2020, I'm honored and well pleased to deliver this farewell speech. Today is a day of joy for our wonderful class graduating of 2020 and a proud moment for their parents. We're all here to bid farewell to our talented students and the RN, who are now going on to another phase of the journey of life. My dear graduating class of 2020, despite all the challenges that we have come and surpassed, we have done this with great achievement and beautiful memories. In fact, I remember mornings when you all clustered by the Garhat. At lunchtime too, seeking knowledge and understanding about certain issues that arise within the classroom and in your household. I'm grateful and thankful that you trusted in me to find the right solution or the right answers to you. My dear student, as you embark on another phase of your journey, I want to implore you to be respectful, kind, patient, and treat others as you would like to be treated. I now leave you with 3 phases of my favorite that hold so dearly in life. The first one, a person's opinion about you cannot stop you from fulfilling your true potential. Be a winner, stay in charge, and you will accomplish. And the last one, but not least, do your best. Where you could do better, do better. Thank you, and God bless.
Let me say that I was looking forward so much to your graduation ceremony at Solidarity House as is customary. But we all know why things are not the same, so here we are today. I want to congratulate all of you and your teachers for a job well done. I am very pleased to hear about your success, and I'm extremely proud of my special darlings whom I would have taught in class 1, and you know who you are. Congratulations. Now that you have all completed phase 1, primary school, it is now on to phase 2. As you enter the second phase into the uncharted waters of secondary school, it will not always be smooth sailing, especially during this pandemic. But with God's help, I pray that you will stay focused and overcome any obstacles which you may face. You have gained a good foundation here at Deacons. Continue to build on it. Again, congratulations to all of you and the best of luck. Love you all and stay safe.
As you come to this new stage in your life, I want to encourage you. I'll start with 2 verses. Luke chapter 1 and verse 37 says, "For with God nothing shall be impossible." Philippians chapter 4 and verse 13 says, "I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me." I would like to mention 3 points, using 3 words beginning with the letter R. I would like you to remember, as you begin this new stage of your life, remember the positive lessons that you have learned, the things that you have been taught while you were at Deacons Primary School, the hard work that you have put in to achieve the success that you have gained to this point in your academic life. Number 2, I want you to realize that the school that you have passed for does not determine how successful you will be in your life. It is a stepping stone for you to reach your ultimate goal. It does not matter which school you are going to, but it does matter what you do when you get there. Each of you have the potential to reach the goal or the goals that you have set for yourselves. With discipline and hard work, you can reach any goal. And then, who will you rely on? With God, all things are possible. There are times when you will fail. You will feel tired and frustrated. The failure of failing is not getting up. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again until you succeed. Now that quote is given in reference to most things, except for skydiving, because if you fail the first time, you won't get another chance. If we depend on God in all things, with whom all things are possible, we are able to understand that it is not because of not having the ability, but it is because of the fact that we don't rely on Him that we are not able to do things. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. Shoot for the stars, and if you miss, you will hit the moon. God bless you all. I look forward to hearing great things about you in the future, about the things that you have been able to accomplish, about the goals that you have been able to reach. And I'm sure God will bless you. Stay focused and keep your eyes on the prize. Thank you.
Hey students, this is Mr. Reed. Neil, I just wanted to say I'm so proud of you. I've heard from the teachers, and the teachers have given some good reports. And I just wanted to say that I acknowledge your greatness. I acknowledge your strength. I acknowledge your beauty. And I just want to acknowledge that we love you very, very much. We're so proud of you. Right before we went into the exams, you remember that we had that song that prepared us, right? And part of it was Deacons, Deacons, challenges I embrace. Deacons ready to run my race. Deacons, I have my teachers and families with me. Teachers, deacons, I have the victory. And so I just want to remind you that you have the victory. So even now, as you move forward in your journey, right, as you go into what they're saying is creating your masterpiece, that you know that even with the challenges that you're going to face, that you're going to be able to embrace those and that you're going to get the victory in those, right? So anytime that you're going to be creating something bigger, larger, better, there's going to be challenges, but you guys are ready for it. And you showed it with with how you handled your exam time, your exam period. So again, this is just a short message to say I'm proud of you. Just a short message to say that I love you. Just a short message to acknowledge your greatness, to acknowledge your strength, to acknowledge your beauty. All right? So deacons, challenges we embrace. Deacons ready to run our race. Deacons, we have our families and teachers with me. Deacons, we have the victory. All right. Love you all. This is Mr. Reed, and I am, again, so proud of you and wishing you all the best in your future ahead.
A pleasant good morning to all. Deacons Primary School graduating class of 2020. The day has come at last. The day of much awaited hopes. The day which for 3 solid years you have strived and worked hard to be successful. Not to mention the sacrifices of your beloved parents, the guiding hands of impatience of your teachers, and those who in one way or another help you to reach your goals. You are now at the verge of one and at the starting point of another. You are leaving your lives as students of Deacons Primary School and ready to traverse the new, exciting, and hopefully rewarding world of secondary school life. As you leave, you should have embedded in your minds the learnings and values you have been taught over the years, and use these as tools to continue creating your masterpiece. On behalf of the principal, all the teachers who have taught you during your primary school life, staff, and those who have influenced you in a positive way, I would like to say a hearty farewell from us to each of you. To your parents, first for making the correct choice of choosing to send you to Deacons Primary School, and for the patience, understanding, and cooperation extended to the school during your stay. We thank you. To you graduates, class of 2020, it is not easy for me to say a farewell, but I am honored to do so at this point. They say that parting is such a sweet sorrow, but I believe that this is not the end. You must go your way to craft your dreams. And as you do so, I hope that the next time you all visit us at Deacons, the same smiles and warmness you leave with will greet us whenever you visit. Deacons Primary Class of 2020, your journey is not yet over, it has just begun. Let this time be your time to shine. Spread your wings as you soar to complete your creation. As I quote these promising words of John Wonder, graduates, be true to yourself, help others, make each day your masterpiece, make friendship a fine art, drink deeply from good books, especially the Bible. Build a shelter against a rainy day. Give thanks for your blessings and pray for guidance every day. Good luck to all of you. Go, write your names on history's page with expectation great. Be strict guardians of your heritage, firm craftsmen of your faith. May God continue to bless each of you and keep you safe during this unusual new norm as you create your masterpiece. So long. Farewell. We at Deacons Primary love all of you, even if it is only for this one moment in a time. God bless.